Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is a new kit I've received just a couple of days ago. It's the new Ryefield Tiger with full interior. My YouTube money came in to buy this, which was really good, so I was quite pleased. It's cost me, well, hasn't cost me nothing, but you know what I mean, it's next to nothing. So we'll have a look at the box and we'll see what's on the front. As I say, it's nice artwork on the front. And it says it's got full interior kit, 6 markings included, new tooling for the engine, Zimmered parts included, new tooling for the workable tracks. And the the kit number is 50, where are we at? 5080. Obviously it's a Ryefield. And on this side we have some colour pictures of the interior, what it's supposed to look like with the blues. I don't know, blue I must admit. I always thought it was red. There you go, something different. Looks like a nice engine. And again it's telling you about the tracks there with the jig. And on the back of here we just have this, you know, the normal what's on the front. And on this side we have the picture of the finished vehicle and the sprue layout. And as you can see, the box is on the deep side, so plenty of plastic in here. Yeah, look, it really looks nice. Looks nice. How much in what the green? I haven't even opened the box yet to see what's inside. So, oh, he's green. Is this maybe all the? No, I don't know why it's green, unless that's just the way they've done it on the cover. I don't know, but we'll find out. So what I'll do is what I normally do. This will take the lid off first, turn it round, and we'll see what we've got. Whoa! Got mountains of plastic anyhow by the looks of this. So we'll just put that to the back of there for now. And we'll go sprue by sprue as normal. We're starting off with we've got the torsion bars and the sprockets and an idler wheel. And there's 2 sprues the same here, so obviously we're not going to show you both. It's typical Ryefield fare. It's always neat and tidy and clean and nice detail, no flash. Okay, really nice. We've got smoke launchers, but I don't think they're on the late version, are they? So obviously this is a generic sprue from the Tigers. Again, all nicely done as normal by Ryefield. We can't complain with the quality of their products. Really nicely done. You've got the idler wheel there. Not sure if it's the one we're going to use, but we'll find out as we're going through the build what parts we use. I've decided this is going to be a long-term project. I don't know when I'm going to start it, but it will be sometime this year, so it'll be a long-term project. I don't usually build 2 kits at a time, but this one can be running in the background, but I'll do updates on it. But it's just going to be a long-term project. So that's the first sprue. The second sprue, we have the turret, and we have the interior of the turret as well. That fits inside, and we have the Zimmered pattern on the turret, which is really nicely done. You can still chip it yourself easy enough with a knife and chip it if you do feel like you want to do that. How far you want the... I think we've been in an interior kit. I think you should just leave it and then just display it, because it's more of a museum piece. I always feel that not always, but I think I would build it like that. I'll do a light weathering on it, which is going to be difficult for me, but we'll try. As you can see, we've got the Zimmered on the turret, and these go on the inside of the turret to give you the scale sort of thickness of the turret as well. As you can see, it's nicely done. Nice and crisp. Yeah, I like that. That's really nicely done now. And I say, if you do feel you want to chip these, it's easy enough to get your scalpel and just, you know, go along a couple of lines and take a few out. But yeah, nice. I'm just going to say with whatever's in the bags that's coming out, and we have the tracks here, or part of the tracks. And, I do like it. I love building fracks, as you know. I find it quite therapeutic. No matter how difficult, I just find it therapeutic to do. Right, let's have a gander at these tracks. What we've got. And as again, you know, there's 4 contact points, but really in easy places just to snip off and give it a quick wisp with a sander or file, whichever you use. And again, all nicely done. Again, can't complain at that. And there's possibly some new tooling for these, so we'll see when we build them if it is a new tooling on there. And there's the rear, because obviously you have to add the guide horns separately, but it's nicely done. Nicely done. Right, I'll put them back in there. You have to excuse my daughter. I can't shut my door at the moment because I've got a few things in front of it, so you might hear a bit of background noise from the baby and maybe from Charlotte, my youngest daughter, who's his mummy. Right, and then we have another sprue here with, looks like engine pipe work. We don't use the 5-hole, we won't be using those. The side skirts, another but mud guards. I think a lot of this is ceramic sprue again, so we're going to have lots of tiger spares, which is sometimes always nice to have, because you can probably almost build the kit apart from having the tub. Again, nicely done again. Obviously there's a few bits on here we're not going to use. Them things there. In a slide moulded gun, but it's in one piece, it's individual parts, but I'll probably get a barrel for this. I think I've probably got one somewhere. Or maybe just buy the Ryefield one if there is a Ryefield one. Again, yep, can't complain with the quality again. Not at all. Yep, got the side skirts there. Nice and thin. You can see they really are quite thin those, aren't they? You see the depth on them. Let's bend it slightly. They're nice. I say we have another sprocket on there as well to the side. With the sprocket there. We've got some pipe work for the engine and whatever on there. Again, nice. More pipe work there, won't be using those, the 5-holes. Got the rear mud guards. The front ones. We've got the cast texture for the exhaust to sit behind. And there's some small delicate pieces as well we have. Couldn't tell you what they are, but they're nicely done, and it's unusual to see on the end of a sprue being with nothing on there. I've never seen that before. It's probably been done before, but I've never noticed it. I haven't seen on there on the end of a sprue there. It's something different. Again, there's some fine parts there. I'll have to be careful with those. Lots of little fine parts on this. So then we've got the toe eyes there, which are got the back part slipped out again, so you can put the tow cable into it, which is always good. Yep, again, all nice. Then we have some rear, and we have the side skirts, which has got the Zimmerit on again. The rear, which has got the Zimmerit. The gun mantlet, which has got the Zimmerit. The ejection port or door in the hatch, in the turret is Zimmerit as well. And again, it's really nicely done, and it's actually got some damage on it as well, which is nice. Yeah, that's nice. It's really nicely done, that. Again, well, as you can see, and on the side skirts, the side of the hull, sorry, we've got the nice Zimmerit on there, and on the glacis plate on there as well, PMG, and the mantlet. Where are we? There we are. There's the mantlet. And the door for the turret goes in there. Again, all nicely done. Really nicely done. And then we have some more parts, obviously parts that we're not going to use, because I suppose, I don't know if you can build a Zimmer, a lathe tiger out of Zimmer, I don't know. I'm not a tiger nut, so I couldn't tell you. But plenty of other people will tell you, but you can't. There's always space. Where's the this to get into here? There we are. Yep. No, where's he gone? Where's he gone? To this side. I don't know where this one's coming out of. Looks like we've not laid these ones in here. Sorry for the glare, I can't work out where the thing is on it. Weird. Yeah, we've got a mantle at, the rear again. We've got parts for the add-ons to the front of the hull, for the wheel bit, for the transmission. We've got the lid for the hood turret. I've got some more mantlets with no Zimmer on. We've got some cleaning rods, some rear panel work, some nice cast texture for the things on the back of the engine deck. Slide molded, I think that's the internal smoke grenades launches through the turret, and we have a muzzle brake which is slide molded as well. So sorry, I can't get these quite out of the box. Let's find a knife and we'll do it instead of messing about. Now, finding a knife now. There we are. There we go. Understand why that. Let's do it properly. Let's have a good look and give you a proper look instead of messing. So we've got the top of the turret. Yeah, nicely done. The loader's hatch and commander's hatch. Got a rear which we won't be using, and mantlets again which we won't be using. There's a little bit of cast texture on those on the engine deck. The rear, quite nice on those. Hatches, loader's hatch, sorry, the driver's hatch and radio operator's hatches. There. What's the interior? It's got detail on the back. There's a little pin mark on one side. No, it isn't. No, it isn't a pin mark. It's part of the detail for the either driver's or the radio operator's hatch as well. So that's nice. Nothing to fill in there. I thought that part was there, but it's part of the actual, probably for the hinges or something like that. Again, all nicely done. Let's see, I'll show you that. I'm sure that's this part here by the muzzle is for the internal smoke grenade to be launched out of on top of the turret. Again, that's nice. Right, next again, there's plenty of plastic to go through here. There really is. There we have this looks at all the turret basket. The internal stuff for the turret basket. Part of the engine, yeah, def part of the engine, part of the breech. The basket flooring. Again, for the turret to sit on. Yeah, muzzle. Yeah, it's a mixture of engine parts. Turret basket and just mainly interior stuff really. Again, it's all nicely done by Ryefield. I wouldn't expect anything different. Again, let's see, turret ring, small bits and pieces of the engine and things like that. Got the rear side of the engine there, lots of small parts again. Part of the gun breeches in there as well. Again, all nicely done. Right, I won't get all these out because these are just the pins for the pins and jig and the guide horns. You can see without the glare, we've got the guide horns at the top, we've got all the pins, and we've got 3. You can add 3 pieces of that together to make the track jig on there. That's it. I like building these tracks. You know, I do like building tracks, full stop. Only a sadist. Right, and then again we have more engine detail here again. Obviously, we've been an interior kit, it's going to be a lot of detail on every part of it. If you've been a newer version, you would expect it to yeah, there's part of the engine again, outside of the engine. Obviously got engine parts as well, so I don't know what parts are what, but when we get to the build we'll find out. Again, we've got the side of the engine there, part of the engine there, the actual side view of it. Again, so it's all nicely presented and done, and we've got slide moulded, whatever they are, I don't know, this side with the holes in. More pipe work. Yeah, just little bits and pieces for obviously for the interior as well. I say you can't complain with the quality, you really can't, you really can't. That's Sprew PE. Oh, they're all the same colour, well so far anyhow, so I don't know why they were, unless it's just mean all them part, the green parts are for the interior. Who knows? Who knows? This is a Gerenic split. I still can't say that word. Where you've got your jerry cans and your jack and Pioneer tools and other bits and bobs. You've got the MG there, MG 34. A couple of few aerials, a couple of spades. We've got some. I presume we've got some without, yeah, we have got some of these without clasps and some with, so depending on what you want to do, if you've got the time and inclination to make the PE clasps, then give you that option instead of cutting the other parts off. Again, quality is superb. Quality is superb. Can't argue with the quality with Ryefield. Really, really can't. Right. I won't take these out. These are all the shells, and it looks like ammo bags. We've got some separate shells, and we've got shells that's already into racks type thing. The 88mm. And again, I said this is probably just a sprue from one of their interior kits. Again, we've got all the shells in there, which should be nice to work on. Right. We have the wheels. Again, a Tiger just has a few wheels, as we all know. So we'll have a look for the quality, and there's another sprocket here as well. With 2 sprues. So let's take the first one out. Let's have a look. Both sides. Detail is nice on both sides. Sprocket. Yep. We can't argue again. We've got nice detail. Obviously there's no rubber on these wheels because they're late war and there's no rubber left. Again, Tiger wheels are nicely done. And we have another idler wheel and another sprocket. We'll have to find out which ones we're going to use in the build. Again, quality is good. Right, hundreds of bits of plastic in here still yet. And we have the tub. Again, detail is nice level plastic, good quality plastic. Obviously Ryefield do make good quality plastic. All the interior details for the torsion bars, all in there. Again, there's all the obviously parts that go along with these, the sponsons and ammo racks and bits and bobs, and the radio operator will all be going on this side where all the marks are on that sponson there. Again, detail on the outside is always nice from Ryefield. Obviously we have an extra parts to go along there with the Zimmerit. Again, really nice. Can't argue with that again. Right, and we have another big Sprew here. Sprues forever and a day. So this, we have more jerry cans, more turret basket. Again, there must be a slight difference between them early or whatever Ryefield kits there is out there. Again, we have lots of little pieces on here. I mean, we've got more jerry cans, we've got more breech detail, another like turret ring, more basket, another little basket. Again, there's all these little interior details. There's the yeah, I think I water bottles, aren't there? Yeah, jerry cans again. That's the basket for the muzzle brake there. Sorry, for the breech muzzle brake. Again, the quality is good. Excellent again. More breech work there. We have a few guns that go on the inside. There you can see MG again. Lots of little fine details again on there. Lots of little fiddly bits as well. Look at those. Yeah, really nice. Really, really nice. We haven't finished yet. And again, we have more interior and firewall. We have the transmission. That's a nice detail on that. On that side there, we've got the what are they called? Strengtheners, whatever they're called. Interior work again. There's a transmission. Ammo boxes. These little fine details again. Haven't a clue what some of them are, but as we're going along we'll find out. There's the driver's steering wheel. Again, nicely done again by Ryefield. So there's the firewall. Again, all of the bits and bobs in there. Again, we've got all this fine detail on the top of these sprues here. And part of the transmission. Again. Really nice. Really, really nice detailing. Right, and then we have some more side skirts which we won't be using. There's more 500, more side skirts. We've got the parts for the spare tracks. We've got the grills for the rear. The part of the track what do you call it? Blind gone dead. Blind's gone blank. We have some more mud guards again. There's the part without the zimmerite. We've got some more of those. More sprockets. We've got the nice. We've got the exhaust shrouds. Part for the, obviously these are the grids for the engine deck. Lots of these are the little parts here, all for the spare tracks for the side of a turret. We have some more side skirts again. If it is these we're using, or we're cutting them up, or I may have some actual. Have I got any? I don't know. I'll have to have a look. Obviously, we're not going to use those again, and more sprockets. Got more sprockets than what to do with. Again, as part of the front end of a Tiger. We're getting there, we're getting there. We have here some more engine deck work, the fans, we have the fuel cans, and more engine, more weather as well. Again, it's all nicely done. They look nice. Part of the engine again, not sure what they are. All these are for the ammunition racks, like spares, you know, they're like behind, I think they are. Fuel cans, sorry, fuel fuel cans. Part of the fans, and there's the fans as well, they're nicely done. Again, no flash, no stupid injection pin marks where you're going to see them. Again, what that is on there, it's got a fingerprint on it off me probably. Again, you know, you can't argue with the quality. Really nice. Really nice quality. As you can see why it's going to cut, well, it is a long project for me because I don't build fast, as you all know. But it is going to be a long-term project for me, which I don't mind. So I don't usually build two kits together, so we'll see how we get on. Might just do this, we'll have to see. And then we have cupola, another rear storage bin, more hatches, but these ones have got pin marks in. Maybe we won't be using these ones. Then we have some more mantlets, some more turret roof, got the turret ring. Probably only using part out of this, hardly any parts. It's big on that one. So there's obviously something we don't need in there. Wasn't there. So again, this is just sort of a sprue. I think we're obviously going to take certain parts off, but plenty of mantlets there. Another engine, another lid for a turret. And you have a turret basket, whichever one we're using, and a cupola, which is an early cupola by looking at that. Oh, we're getting the bottom now. Right, on this one we have the upper deck, more hatches. Again, more pipes, that's for the fire hose, so we won't be using those. And again, it's nicely done. Nice bit of cast texture on the rear, and again on there, obviously where the engine goes. Jack block, never ever anybody does the jack blocks. We never put the wooden side panel, the wood on the sides of it, unless that is supposed to be metal. I'll have to have a look at that. It's still nicely done. Again, same with that one. I don't know what's a case to go on the rear. Another shovel. Part of the machine gun for the front, more Pioneer tools. Again, fire extinguisher, that's quite nice. And bits and bobs in here which we've got almost double of, and then which parts we're going to use off here. So we have a rear hatch, another rear end, and another glacis plate on the front as well. As you can see, we've got that nice texture on the rear of it, on those play plates with it on that. And again, we have some more hatches. There's a little bit of slightly sunken are they, or they're risen, I can't quite see. I think they're risen, so they'll be easy to scratch out anyhow. A little with your knife, your hobby knife, and sander. Again, I don't know what's going to be used on here, obviously apart from the engine deck and sort of the upper hull. But nice. We'll have plenty of spares anyhow. And the last sheet of plastic we have. Another engine deck, another roof. Again, obviously we've got the lake cupola. So it might even only be cupola taken off this sprue, who knows, until you get into the build. You know, if you had an old hull, you get some somewhere, you could probably build a whole complete Tiger again from the spares. A hybrid. Yeah, all nicely done again. Another turret lid, another rear end, more mantlets, another side skirts, side armour. Got the cupola, two cupolas. more little bits and bobs. Track tensioning, for the cables for the tracks. That's what I'm trying to think of, and that's quite nicely done again for the engine deck with the little star on the top and the cast texture on there. I may add to that because you might lose that in a bit of the paint. We shall see. Okay, you can't. The quality is just there all the time. It's not. There we go. Right, and the next one will be. Let's go through what we've got in this little bar. We're going to get the clear sprue out for all the periscopes and one thing and another. Again, it looks nice and clear. Again, so we've got that. Sorry about the glare. I won't take them out of there because get fingerprints on them or whatever. Same with the decals, as you can see through them. We've got all markings there. Quite a few markings there. Ryefield. I've never had any problems with Ryefield decals either, so I've got quite a nice selection there. Oh, and it's the glare, which is unusual for tank builds. Are very rare. You get a lot of decals. Quite a few different numbers there. Yeah, 21213, 124, 221, and 211, and SO1. So we've got a few choices there, anyhow. And then we have a bit of wire in there. And this is the only thing I think that lets Ryefield down is for the tow cables. Although it is nice quality stuff, I just think it's a bit of a letdown sometimes. Depends if you can make it look half decent. And the wire is there for some reason, but we'll find out what that's for at a later date. And then we have PE, obviously for the vents and grills and whatever at the back, and then we have some interior details as well with PE, which is nice. Again, all nicely done. Yeah, all nicely done. Right, that's all the plastic, and then we've got a quick flick through the instruction manual. Ryefield fair. It's nice quality. It's in booklet form. There's a picture of the tank on the front, and then we got the sale. I'm not going to go through it all completely because it's not, as you know, it's just I know it's an important part of the builder's instructions, but it's 9 times out of 10 they're all basically the same. Giving you what we've got in the kit. There's 3 pages of stuff that goes in the kit, and then you start to build. Obviously, this is all PE. This is for the to go on top of the torsion bars to build up, and you've got a picture on the bottom again of what it should look like when it's done. And again, we've got the torsion bars in, and starting on the low hole, keeping all that together, putting the torsion bars in. It's telling you to cut them parts off, obviously, because you've got the Zimmerit to go on, so you have to be careful when we do those. Okay, it's all very straightforward, as far as directions go. Quite good at Ryefield's instructions. And then we got more details and telling you where things are going to go. We've got the chair made there for the driver, adding all the driver stuff in there, and then we had in the radios, part of the, looks like the gun breech, starting on the engine, the transmission. Again, carrying on again, we've got the position of the transmission once you place it in, which is nice to give you an overhead view of what you're going to actually, where it's positioned. And again, putting that brace in between the two, part of the transmission again. Now as you build up that part there, and becomes that, and then that part into there. So there's only 3 parts. Well, you've got to build that obviously, but there's only them 2 parts going in that part of the instructions. And again, once you build that on the other page, it's to add to the low hull. And again, we start with these. I'm sure these are shell things to go in. The shells come out of those, I'm sure. And then we got more interior stuff. Got a couple of shells to go into these little boxes, and then we got just into racks. Built up again. And on here we have, on the firewall, got all these little bits and bobs. Looks like a like an air intake or something. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Right, looks like it. But say the details of that. And then you get off, you've made them all up, positioning them. You've got plenty of options for the positioning of the shells and more bracing on here. Again, we've got build up these, and this goes on top of the torsion bars, and the position of the transmission. Giving you a position of these as well. You've got, is it a choice, or we'll have to make sure. No, it's the same H65. Yeah. Giving you a positioning of it, which is nice. You've got that looking at it that way and then looking at it that way, which is nicer. And again, a bit of light PE, small PE on that little page there, small fine PE parts. And then we add in these machine gun ammunition all along in here, which is nice. It all tells you in pink, and there's a bit obviously where the PE goes. This is where you hang the ammunition from. Nice little touch, like that. And we're still on the interior. We're starting in the rear now, with the engine, for the engine compartment. Got a few things to build up on there, and then we got to put the fuel drums in, the fans. Obviously build the fan up separately there, and the whatever this part is. You have to cut certain parts off or whatever. Again, in the blue is showing you where the position of the fuel drums and the fans are. Again, I can't see anything being too difficult as such. It's just that it's a bit like building a ship. You have to paint parts before you add to them and things like that with interior kits, as Rob Rim's Models would tell you, Mr. Interior himself. And then we have starting on the engine, which looks nicely detailed. It really does. It's all this page is all for the engine. It'll be a long-term project making the engine. Like I say, I was trying to build, when I do any kit build, each part as its own build, if you know what I mean, painted like I did all my storage on my JSU. They're all, you know, like individual little kits. Still on with the engine, more engine stuff, and then position of the engine into the engine deck. There's a little bit of PE. This is giving you where PE 57 and PE 56 go on the bottom of the engine before you put it into the engine compartment. And then we have make two of those, unsure what they are, I'm sure we'll find out. And then we've got the pipe work for the engine deck again, which is nice. You got, you know, pink and green, tell you where the pieces go. And then we have some more little parts built up, added inside again to the engine compartment. More pipe work, again more pipe work, but this is telling you, this is explaining to you here, and that's where it's supposed to go. So you've got an explosive view and a view of them when they're all positioned, which is nice. Sometimes you don't get that, you get at a point to something and you're not quite sure where to position it. And then we start on the rear, external wall, we drill holes, and then we start to build the little exhausts up and the jack, and then we position the things onto the rear, the shrouds and all that kind of stuff, and the jack handle, the light, the rear light, the back, more clasps for the jack, and again, that's where the metal cable's for, a piece of wire there. You have to bend that, you have to make sure I bend it, and they're positioned into the engine deck again. I don't know how to make that then. Metal cable, 37.5 millimeters. Oh, interesting to see how we're going to do that. Then we build the MG34 for the bow gunner, and then we place in the glacis plate on the front end on, and the side skirts, the sides of the turret, sorry, sides of the hull. Bloody hell, can't speak today. Again, fairly straightforward. So there's nothing I've seen that's, obviously it isn't a beginner's kit, we know that, but there's nothing with a few kits under your belt that you could tackle this, obviously, but it's a long build, and people build how they do it. I say I build it separately and add. Some people just build it all and then paint on the thing. I don't like doing that way. Some people prefer it. So, you know, who's telling me it's wrong and who's telling me it's right? Then we had the wheels, we've got the rear mud guards, and we've got the transmission being built up, and the sprocket. Again, basically going to get the low hull done first. Now we've got the front mud guards on there. We've got to drill some holes for the engine deck, and we've got to get a knife and cut some parts out on there. Again, it's telling you where. And you drill more holes, make 2, and obviously this is the engine deck at the rear, the part with the cast texture I was showing you before. There we are, you see that? And then we're starting on the upper deck with the Pioneer tools, the PE grids, the fire extinguisher, other bits and bobs, and then we start on the hatches for the driver and the bow machine gunner, radio operator. You can either have it open or closed. Probably have them open, obviously, to see what's down there. And again, we have the tow cables going in, more Pioneer tools, barrel cleaning rod, the aerial. Again on there, and the building of this, whatever this part is, that goes into the, is that a fuel, where the fuel cap goes? Must be. Goes into there, or water, whichever it is, because of the radiators. Not 100% sure on that one, but we'll find out. And we start the track at 96 pieces for each side, and then again we're adding the side skirts, which I'm going to cut up individually and do them that way. They're not going to be damaged, but I prefer to do them individually. And then we're getting there, and we're starting the main gun. So, which isn't slide moulded, but it's all individual parts, so it won't be much of a seamline to take out. And obviously into the mantlet, and this is part inside the mantlet. And then we're starting to build up the breech, which looks fairly nice. Again, with the breech work, and again carrying on with the breech, doing no glue by looking at that. And then we got the turret machine gun again, and then we're starting to, this is the rear wall. Remember I said about doing in pieces, the rear pieces, so the separate pieces to give you the scale thickness, so we don't glue that so the gun barrel can work. It's obviously clasped together. We tend to put that part J95 into S2, which is this side, and then again it's giving you the look down on it again, see where that part is there and there. So we've got J95 on both sides, sorry. Well, we're getting somewhere now. And then we're doing the basket itself with water cans, I presume. Part of the basket, we've got the basket, the turret mechanism. Again, all nicely done. And then we're putting the turret basket through into there. More details again, a little bit of pipe work here again. On there. It's all self-explanatory. It gives you an explorative view and then tells you where the parts go, like the commander's seat and the loader's seat and the turret ring on the base, and then the turret basket into it. And that gives you again a bird's eye view of looking down where things are positioned inside the turret. I'll probably build out a thing. I might even do the turret first, I don't know, until I get to it. And then we're starting to put the turret together. So we've got that external part with all the Zimmerit, and that sits inside there. And then you've got the roof with all the bits and bobs in the roof. And then we've got the commander's cupola. Gives you an option of Z6 or Z4, open or closed, I presume. And then we have the commander's cupola top for the MG and the hatch. and then positioning, there's the loader's hatch, which I said before, and then the commander's cube positioning gives you options again between the two. It's telling you that goes underneath. I see, right, and then we're starting to put the roof on with the MG onto the turret, and then the turret door. Sorry, the turret. Throw the shells out basically, or loading the shells in, whichever you want to do. And you're building that up there, giving you the little builder for the inside of that. And then we're getting somewhere. I think we're nearly finished by then, are we? Yeah, we're just about finished by then. So we've got the rear turret basket, spare tracks, we've got the lights, we've got and then we can add everything together. Tow bar or whatever it is, the light goes on, and that's the actual model at finito. But then we have some nice colour pictures of what the engine and what it's supposed to look like colour wise. It's giving you the C33 now. I'll have a look at that in a minute. These must be all the colours again, and then we have the same. And give you another explosive view of what it should look like. Guys, you've got the creme white in there and whatever colours we've got, and then we have the options for 132, which is SS Panzer Division 102, Cologne area, Germany, September 1944, and then we have early spring 1944, 506, very similar in the I like that one better than that one. I like that. That's on the box front. Probably do that one, unless somewhere else catches my eye. Again, we have same again. We have number 124. The numbers of paintwork again. This is in Lithuania in summer of 1944. Then we Eastern Front 1944, which is Tank 211, and Normandy Tank 221. And France 1944 213. So we've got plenty of options to do them. Basically all the same in colours, just the way the camouflage is done. And that's it. That is the booklet done. So as you can see, it will be a long-term build for me anyhow, but probably an enjoyable build. I did build the old Academy Tiger when I first got back into the hobby. So it'll be interesting to see. Obviously that's supposedly not a good kit, but I found it most enjoyable to work on, my first fully interior kit. So, for what I paid for it, I think I paid 25 quid for it. I can't argue with that, even if it's not correct, but to me it looks like a Tiger. It's a Tiger. Obviously this one will be more in detail and whatever, the plastic will be better moulded and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so it's going to be a long build, a long build, but I'm looking forward to it, I must admit. Listening downstairs and the wife giving the old yap as well. Lucas telling him to shut up. But yeah, I'm happy with that box. I'd say well earned with my YouTube when I spent it all in one big hit on that. So it isn't massive amounts, but it comes in handy, I must admit. It does come in handy. It's usually every 3 months roughly when I get enough money to for my threshold, and then the Yankee Doodle Dandies take a bit of tax out of that, and I get the rest. So it's better than a kick in the whatnot. So I'd like to say thank you for viewing, and again to all my subscribers, new and old, for supporting me. The GSU 122S is in the final parts now, so we're getting there. So that'll be excuse me. So women, yap. Wish I could close the door now. Never mind. So yeah, we're waffling now. So thank you very much for viewing, and we'll see you with a final reveal of the 122 in the next few days. So obviously Greg signing off, and we'll see you very soon.